What we like to do is to, first, we want to acknowledge that black people spiritually are the most powerful people on the planet, and that our time is now. We all know that the light from the sun is now repolarizing, and it's changing its polarity, and at the same time it's changing us. So we are in the midst of the new kingdom, and what the Spirit has brought forth for me to show black people practical application of tapping into the Spirit, tapping into your chakras, and tapping into your kundalini. That's what we're talking about, the kundalini. Yes, that's what's going to get us out of here. So basically what we like to talk about is self-healing. And when we say self-healing, what we mean is a spiritual healing. It's healing any disease. We don't care if it's AIDS, Ebola, I don't care what it is, curing any disease by raising the kundalini. Now, basically what I have done, I'm a 1986 Tuskegee graduate in mechanical engineering, and about 2 years ago, I got a hold of a Bobby Hemmitt tape, and I started watching Bobby Hemmitt tapes and watching Brother Dawood, Brother Philip Valentine, Brother Delbert Blair, and me being a scientist by nature, I began my own investigation into the occult sciences. Now, when we talk about the occult, listen to me, black people. We're not talking about, don't get, what you got to be, get out of your head is, when we speak occult, first thing we think of is Satan worship. And that's wrong. Go look at Webster. Occult, O-C-C-U-L-T. It means hidden, just like God is. God is hidden. You can't see him. He is an essence. So what we want to teach people is a holistic approach to tapping into the Spirit through using crystals, magnets, to tap into your melanin, activating the pineal gland, getting on the right diet, get off the meat, eat live foods, and meditating. Because self-healing is a spiritual, mental, and physical approach. Jesus said, the kingdom of God is within. I'm here to show you how to tap into this so-called what we got that's within. It's within our DNA. It's in the pineal gland, the black dot. Using crystals and magnets, we can activate our chakras. So first we want to talk about chakras. What are chakras? The non-physical aspect of yourself, well, first of all, you have to get into the understanding of metaphysics. Now, to get into metaphysics, metaphysics means beyond physics, meaning that our physical sciences, our physical laws are limited. There is a higher science, science of heaven, the science of the mysteries. These mysteries taught through ancient Kemet, Egypt, India, the Orient, South America, all over the planet, people. Now, chakras, what a chakra is a chakra is a collection of neurons. Neurons, what are neurons? Neurons are little things that process information and thought coming and going. The brain is a collection of neurons. It is the largest collection of neurons in the body. It's a neuron center. So a chakra is a whole bunch of neurons in different parts of your bodies. What I want to do is show you, let me just give you a breakdown. Now, this gives you an idea. Wait, back. I can... Maybe this is a better one. Okay. Now, what I want you to see is chakras, you have 7 internal chakras. And these, I'm trying to hold this book where you can see it. And you see, that's the K sign, which is what of the AMA. Now, these chakras, you have 7 chakras. You have 1 in between your legs, which is called your root chakra. And this color is red. What you do with the magnets is essentially using the crystals. Well, let me show you some of these crystals we have right here. Now these crystals, I'm just going to show you some of the crystals we have here. Let me hold it. Let me put this thing in my lap. Those right here that I use in my chakra alignments. What I do with the chakra alignments is we go, and essentially the whole purpose of using crystals and magnets is to bring the chakras to consciousness. Let you feel the chakra, feel its palpitation. Sometimes it feels like it's spinning. Sometimes it feels like it's just a little beat there. But using crystals and magnets, the reason we use crystals and magnets because magnets have magnetic energy, crystals have magnetic vibrations, and you have to understand that what we're teaching is science of the body 101, and you have to understand that the energy in your body is electromagnetic, meaning your body hums an electromagnetic vibration. Now, when we say using crystals and magnets to essentially charge the chakras, think of your chakra as in your non-physical body, you have 7 bodies. The physical, etheric, astral, mental, causal, emotional, and spiritual. Now, in each of these bodies, you have energy centers. 7. There's 7. 1 in between your legs, 1 inch below your navel, 1 below, well, 1 in your solar plexus, 1 in your heart, 1 in your throat, your eye, which is we know is the first eye, or some people know it as the third eye, which we see on the dollar bill at the top of the pyramid, and the crown chakra. Now, these 7 chakras, which is when Jesus says he fed the multitudes, 5,000 people, with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, he didn't actually use 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. That is a metaphor for the 5 lower chakras being the breads, and the 2 upper chakras being connected to the pineal gland, which is known as the Christ center, which the first symbol of Christ was Pisces, which is the fish. These 2 are connected to the pineal gland. So those are your 2 fish. So he fed them spiritual food, like Bob Marley said, me belly full but me hungry. You see what I'm saying? So check. By using the crystals and the magnets, and later, as we go into more sessions, I'll show you the actual application of taping magnets on top of your chakras, so you will know how to wear them properly. And what you have to think of your chakra as a battery, a battery in your non-physical body. Now, right now, you don't know that battery exists. So that battery is dead in consciousness. Like Revelation said, it's 144,000 light bringers going to come and raise the dead. And ain't talking about dead bodies, we're talking about dead minds. Those chakras right now, from a conscious perspective, are dead. Using crystals and magnets, you bring them to consciousness. When I say bring them to consciousness, well, you can feel them. You can feel the energy surging through your body. Once you activate these chakras, the Kundalini, you clear the path for the Kundalini to raise. And when the Kundalini raises, we can clean the planet up. We can get this cracker off the planet. We can go ahead and live in the Utopia. We can go ahead and, because you got to understand, the rest of the universe can't get on with upliftment and enlightenment till the dead gods on earth take our planet back. So it's time for us we know that the Sothic cycles have begun. The Sothic meaning Sirius. We have reached the apogee to Sirius, which happened on July 23rd, the heliacal rising of the Nile, which is the birthday of the planet, which means that our Earth revolves around the sun. That takes 365 days. Our sun revolves around a greater sun. That greater sun is Sirius, and around Sirius orbits 7 planets. The first planet is Sirius A, which is a dwarf star. The second planet is Sirius B, which is the invisible planet, which is what Dogon told the cracker 300, 400 years before he had a telescope. And then it just went to the 70s till they could validate the authenticate the detail of the makeup of the Sirian solar system that he told them, because they broke the Sirian solar system down till they described all the planets in the solar system, and the cracker couldn't validate that to the 70s. So what we're talking about is that the light from the sun is raising us up. The light from the sun is rising the Christ within each and every one of us who got a pineal gland. Not everybody got a pineal gland. All right? And just so you understand, what I want you to do is you to understand the importance of the pineal gland. See, the knowledge, see, what I'm getting ready to, what I, among other people, other light bringers, are getting ready to bring forth now is the most ancient science on the planet. The science is more ancient than the planet itself. We're talking about the secrets of heaven. Now, you know it's a new day and age when this science that I talk about now used to be only for a handful of people. The initiates, the secrets, the few, the occult, read the dictionary. The check is this, is you can go to any bookstore and look in the metaphysical or the New Age section and find out all this stuff that I'm talking about now. It's everywhere. They can't hold it back. So that's telling you it's a new day and age. Now, some things that spirit, see, a lot of things, knowledge that has come to me by using these crystals and magnets is opened me up to much higher frequencies. So a lot of information and knowledge that's coming through now, you're not going to find in books. It's coming from within. I ain't telling you nothing you don't know. As a matter of fact, all I am is just a trigger. You know everything I'm telling you already. Second thing is this. Don't follow no man or no woman. Follow only yourself. Just because I say it don't mean you got to believe it. What you got to do is take it, meditate on it, tap into the spirit, and see if what I'm telling you is valid or not. Just don't take it on just because I said it, or Dawood said it, or Bobby said it. What you got to do is take it and meditate on it. When you read a book, same thing. You got to take it and meditate on it and let the spirit guide you. So these are things we're going to be getting into. The chakras, and how the understanding of the chakras are gateways to higher levels of consciousness. To eventually, we're talking, out of body, tapping into magic, what we consider magic, which there's no such thing as magic as far as I'm concerned. It's just everything is natural. You got to understand the science behind it. So we're going to be getting into opening up the chakras, which open up the higher consciousness. We're going to be tapping into the tree of life, teaching people what the tree is and how it applies to your body. And the tree is basically like an equation that the Most High uses to matriculate his will on the omniverse level, on the universe level, on the solar system level, on the galaxy level, on the planetary level, on the animal level, on the human level, and even in the mankind. So the tree of life is something else we're going to have to tap into. You got to understand what this is. This is the most esoteric of all the symbols. It's the master equation to whoop this cracker ass and just get on to Utopia. We're going to get into the RNA, the DNA, and the central nervous system, And you got to understand that you got to get in touch with your DNA, because your DNA is the very thing that Christ comes from. That's why Jesus says it's within. It's within you. So the DNA, getting back our 12 double helixes that they stole from us, that the light is changing back right now, I know, because I got mine back. All right, and then tapping into the central nervous system and learning how the central nervous system can be used to reprogram your mind to get rid of ills and wants you don't want. We're talking about spiritual healing. We're talking about reprogramming your mind, reprogramming your cells on a cellular level. Because when you tap into the Kundalini, you tapping into the God in you, then you know you can change anything, because if God can't change it, it ain't meant to be changed. We're going to be tapping into the brain, showing you all the 12 energy centers in the brain, showing you how to open up your brain valve so you can open up that eye and start using that eye and working your mojo and popping these crackers with your beams and get them off the planet. Now, I say what you got to understand what I'm talking about is taking crackers off the planet, not from a physical means, but from a spiritual means. Working your mojo, okay? So we're going to tap into talk about the brain and let you understand how to use certain things to open up your brain valve and start working your Kundalini. Raising that Kundalini into the brain valve. Once that Kundalini gets in and it fills your brain, you can start to use that Kundalini to work wonders. We're going to be tapping into the melanin, which is the most sacred of all, the 666, the carbon. Okay? You got to understand that carbon is blackness. This is scientists, these modern scientists say that this is a carbon-based society. Carbon is what? Black. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. 666. Melanin. All right? The bobbyhemmitt, the black dot. These are science that is the oldest science on the planet, and now they can't stop it. It's taking the planet by force. Now, we're going to get into natural energy. When I say natural energy, showing you how once you tap into your brain valve and open up your Kundalini, raise your Kundalini and start using it, how it's so easy to start tapping into all the natural energy all around you. I'm talking about trees, dogs, cats, the sun, making little pyramids. And you can just wear a pyramid. You take a pyramid, that's one of the biggest secrets about the pyramid, is that no matter what it's made out of, just the natural shape of the pyramid draws cosmic energy. All right? We're going to be talking about telling you how to tap in to spiritual cosmic vortexes that are all around you, above you and below you. We're going to be tapping, and also one of the things we're going to be tapping into is how melanated people have a psychic connection with the central sun, and how you can use, just by thought, tap into the central sun to draw energy. We're going to be going back to Atlantis, showing you how the knowledge, they say in the end, Atlantis would rise again. They ain't talking about the continent, they're talking about the knowledge. That knowledge is here. These crystals, these magnets, we're going to be showing you how to use these, which it was used in Atlantis for the science, the healing, the transportation, and everything, because magnetics is God. We're going to be getting into planetary physics, showing you how Bermuda triangles and all these stone hedges and what purpose all these monuments serve, because they're natural energy vortexes. We're going to be getting into cosmic physics, because you have to understand that once you come into Christ, it's a cosmic Christ, and that cosmic Christ is cosmic consciousness, and that's why our ancestors had everything. They knew, like, they could tell you the distance in between Earth and Mars, Earth and the moon, Earth and the sun, between the Pluto and the sun. They knew all the distances in between all the planets. How did they have such high science and high knowledge without all these spaceships and things like that? That's because they was using the most utmost of technology. That's science of the body. And like I said, we're going to begin the diet, learning things about herbs, how we all need to start studying the herbs, get into the herbs to help cure ourselves, because you have to understand there's herbs. Like I said earlier, you have 7 bodies. Herbs, at least we'll say for most herbs, don't necessarily work on the physical aspect of yourself, like the drugs these crackers give you. What the herb does, herbs and flowers work on subtle energies. Your higher selves, your other bodies are different vibrations of yourself. Subtle energy. They work on subtle energy. So essentially what they do is they go straight up to the subtle energy, and the subtle energy takes the herb, a flower, or essence, what it is, and then bam, shoots it down to the physical, which is a much more powerful healing method than just trying to bombard chemical on the physical. You're working with the God self. We're going to be getting into body muscles, showing you how you got all these body muscles in you, how these body muscles, you can use them to pump up your vibration, just literally make your whole body just tingle with energy by tapping into these body muscles. We're going to be talking about etheric crystal implants. In your etheric body, you have a network of crystal implants which you have to understand that your etheric body vibrates right above the physical body, so it is the next closest vibration to the dense vibration. So if you could tap into the etheric body, you can manifest much more powerful will, spirit. So by tapping into these etheric crystals, we can manifest our destiny. We're going to be talking about drugs and what effect do they have on the body and the energy and the brain valve. We're going to be talking about energy insertion points, how all on your body you have energy insertion points where energy rises in. If you learn to tap into it, these energy insertion points, you can use them to help heal yourself. The energy insertion points also correlate to acupressure points, which is the same thing as acupuncture points. And getting into these sciences is necessary to help heal ourselves. We're going to be getting into breathing. Spirit has shown me many different breathing techniques to raise your vibratory rate. And by using these breathing techniques, you can help push that kundalini through your body, manifest your will with the kundalini. And the final thing is, we're going to be, like I said earlier, we're going to be talking about magnetics. Magnetics is key. You have to understand that crystals have magnetic energy. Magnets are much more a compact form of the same energy. So we like to come back and show you this information, because now we know who we are. It's time for the work to be done. Hear what I'm saying, black people? Time to rise. Raise the kundalini, purify the planet, get the cracker off, so because we can't let this germ go out and infest other parts of the cosmos like he's trying to get off the planet, like he already is. He's off the planet. Most of us don't even know. We so sleep. But listen to me. And some of the things that I have to bring forth are practical application that we can use every day to tap into the spirit. The spirit of God is rising once more. The light, they can't hold back the light. I'm telling you, the light is shining. I've seen it. I can look into the sun, and that's another thing. You need to start getting into the sun more. Start looking into the sun, using this eye to look into the sun. The eye is the window to the soul. The soul, the ba, or the kaba, is the pineal gland, the blackness, the inner blackness. You got to master inner space before you can get out there in outer space. You see what I'm saying? So these are the sciences that's coming forth. And like I said, I'd like to be coming back to New York. I'm from Massachusetts. We're going to be doing chakra alignments. And let me tell you, the chakra alignments, you got to get on it. It's powerful. The chakra alignments help raise the kundalini, clear the passages. And we will be coming back. And Hotep, assalamu alaikum. Till next week, we will be getting back with you. And peace and blessings. And remember, with love and the Creator and the Goddess principle, we can't be stopped. Before we go on, I'd like to read some transmissions here. I think these transmissions are necessary to get out to the people. The first thing is that Spirit has indwelled me with a lot of knowledge, and but yet I am still just a student of the occult. We're going to always be in school. Even when Christ come and we get the Godhead and we can go past the 12th dimension, we don't need non-corporeal forms. We're going to always be in school, because the ultimate is to be the Creator. All right? Second thing is, everything I'm telling you, you already know. It's already known through your higher self. Follow no one but the inner God. Brothers, what we as brothers gonna have to come to accept and humble ourselves to is the Goddess principle. You have to understand that the female is the ultimate symbol of God. The Most High, the infinite, boundless Creator, created himself out of the feminine half of the universe. That feminine half of the universe is what we call where no thing exists. In this no thing, it is boundless, limitless. This no thing is called the Great Mother, which is nothing but a void, darkness, blackness, melanin. So we must humble ourselves to the Goddess principle, for the Goddess had to take a back seat so we could take this test from the cracker. The masculine energy is running the planet now, and that's why things are all screwed up. We need to get back to the Goddess principle, which is emotions, intuition, getting back, working in your right hemisphere of your brain. Okay? When I say energy, energy is light. Light is God. Jesus said, follow me, for I am the truth, the way, and the light. Light is God. There's three things on this planet we take for granted. Thoughts, which is energy, feelings and emotions, and light, and also time. That which you seek, my brothers and sisters, is inside you, each and every one of you. You don't need to look elsewhere for gratification, for it's inside you. And I'm going to show you how to tap into it and bring it out and satisfy that thirst. As you raise your vibratory rate, you will raise the planet's vibratory rate. Right now, what the planet needs most is for us to come in contact with the inner God within ourselves, raise our own vibratory rate, and as we raise our own vibratory rate, we take care of not only the planet, but the cosmos. So don't worry about nobody else, just take care of yourself. When you start meditating, when you get into magnets, you need to be meditating with the magnets, because it's easier to assimilate the energy initially when you're in meditation. So I'm going to show you practical application of how to wear magnets on your chakras to bring your chakras to consciousness. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, gods and goddesses, your diet equates to the quality of your melanin. If you eat poison meat, you get what? Tainted poison melanin. And when you got tainted poison melanin, the sun gonna fry you. It's like he gonna fry the cracker. Of all the information that I'm bringing forth, you take what you need and leave the rest. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, well, just take what you need and leave the rest. As simple as that. Now, I have a book here that you have to understand that crystals and stones, when I say stones, we talk about gemstones, are all throughout the Bible. I got a book here. The name of the book is Crystals, Stones, and the Bible. And it's a full analysis of stones in the Bible and the so-called science of the birthstones, the zodiac stones, the zodiac and the tribes of Israel. And this book is a good book if you want to shut them if you want to teach people and show people how ain't nothing wrong with crystals and magnets, it's in the book, the good book. And the book is written by, the only place you can get it is because a sister in Atlanta wrote it. Her name is Sister Afrikiti. She works at AWOL Communications. You can call her, and some of these other books I'm going to be giving you, you can call her, and she sells these books, and she's a good contact point to get this information. And her number is area code 404-521-2033. And this is what the book looks like. It's a $12 book, and it's very informative, very informative. And show you how all the zodiac signs equate to the 12 tribes of Israel's, their corresponding gemstones. So this is information that, you know, if for those of you who are interested, it ain't like it's too late to try to prove shit to anybody. The whole point is just satisfying your own inner thirst for truth. Because at this point in time, those who gonna get it have already gotten it. So ain't no need to teach nobody who don't want to be, who don't want to learn nothing. All right. Now, what I'm trying to do is, well, first of all, I want to do is here show you another crystal that I have that I work with. Now, this crystal is, it weighs close to 50 pounds, and I bought this crystal from the cracker, but it's our crystal. Now we relegated to buying our own shit from the cracker. This is ours. What Spirit has put out for me to do is to take these crystals that I have and to work with the people to show them how to tap into the energy to raise the kundalini, to become focused on one thought. And what I'd like to try to do is set up classes to come here to New York to bring forth the information. What I like to do is, generally, my format is we like to lecture, bring forth some knowledge, and then we do meditation and work sessions where we work with the crystals and we work with the energy. Okay, so these are some of the crystals that we'll be bringing back to New York and other places where we like to go, and where people are interested in working with the kundalini, raising our vibratory rate, to show you how to raise your vibratory rate, because it's so easy. It ain't going to take much work. All you got to do is want it. It's already happening to you, but you're just not conscious of it. I'm here to show you how this Christ is arising now as we speak. We're already mutating. I can already